So there are a lot of controversial topics in the world of mixed martial arts, but I think one of the most controversial ones is in terms of fighter pay. Because when it comes to fighter pay, everybody is on the extreme. There's some people who believe the UFC are nothing but scumbags. Dana White is literally stealing from the fighters. The fighters are being paid peanuts. A lot of them have to work multiple jobs just to make ends meet. This is all horrible, awful, worst crime in humanity. And then there's some of the people who are just like, hey, mind your freaking business. Right? It's completely up to the fighters. Hey, if the fighters want to be paid more, why don't they act like Conor McGregor and build their brand and sell pay-per-views and get to that level, and maybe they'll make the big bucks. It's like there's no one.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Right on the center that goes, you know what, man? In some aspects, yeah, the UFC should probably pay their fighters more, and also fighters can do a few things to help themselves get to a point where they can make more money as well. And the fans, this is the aspect that seems to be forgotten, that the fans can also do more, right? There's blame to go around. There's some blame on the UFC, some blame on the fighters, and also some blames to fans of mixed martial arts, right? It's kind of like when the topic of how women's basketball doesn't make as much as men's basketball, and all the feminists are losing their minds and complaining, and then you ask, hey, how many of you screeching feminists actually go to women's basketball games? How many of you go sit in those stands and go to those arenas and actually watch these women play? How many of you tune in when they're playing? How many of you search them out to directly support them? Crickets, no, you're watching Kardashians or whatever the hell else you guys like to watch. There's enough blame to go around, right? It's like, I look at it as, we all could do more, right? We all could do more. The UFC could probably definitely pay fighters a bit more than they do right now, especially when you start looking at the world champions of the world. But then,